Hello boys and girls, good morning or afternoon. We are going to be making a collage, which is artwork that's created through cut paper. We're going to be using collage, cut paper, drawing, and maybe a little painting. So you are going to receive a dark piece of paper. Here, let me adjust this. A dark blue or purple piece of paper for sky. You're also going to receive a piece of paper with a big circle on it. One rectangular orange paper for, I'll tell you what we're making here. And two strips of paper, kind of rectangular. We are going to be creating a snowman in the snow looking up at the sky, at the snow coming down. So we're going to need this circle cut out to glue to our paper to make the snowman. So our first step is moving this aside and completing the shoulders of our snowman. It's a close-up. So I'm just going to get a black crayon out, or blue, or whatever color you have. And this is the head. And he's going to be looking up, or she's going to be looking up. So we are going to draw a line down and draw a line down. You decide where you want these two lines to come down. You're going to take a scissors and cut on the line that you made. Very carefully, always keeping your scissors in a safe space. Make sure your helper hand isn't close to the blades. We're going to turn the corner because we're going to connect the lines that we just made. We're going to connect it to this circle. And we're going around trying to stay on the lines, moving our paper around, around, around. And when we get to the line that we made on the other side of the snowman, we're not going to completely cut out the circle. We're going to turn and cut the shoulders out. So this scrap can go to the side, and what you have here is the snowman's head and shoulders. We're going to be using this piece of paper to make a cone shape for a big long carrot nose that's going to go up. And we're going to be using these strips of paper here to make a folded scarf. So this was our first step. So what we're going to do here is we can actually flip it over. This is going to be what we're gluing down. Right now, we're going to glue this snowman's head down. Okay, next step, adding the glue. When you're gluing, you really have to be aware of these things, okay? Opening up the cap, making sure the glue is a little bit above the white plastic line, and I'm going to glue this part with this line here, okay? So I'm just adding a little glue around here and the edges. People forget the edge. And just so it really sticks nicely to your paper. All right, now I have to flip it over. Make sure to close your glue. Set it to the side. You're going to need it again. And flip your paper carefully over. Lay this line on the bottom of your paper. That's how you know where to set it. In the middle and on the bottom. And push it all the way firmly on. There we go. Nice. Now we're going to make the carrot nose. A carrot is basically the shape of a cone. So I'm going to take a crayon. You can use a pencil. And you're going to put a line here, a little dot line. A dot here or a line. And here on the other side, you're going to need just one. So we're connecting this side to the top and this side to the top. And we basically have a cone shape or a triangular shape. We're going to cut it out. And you, of course, oh, I didn't get on the line there, but that's okay. I wanted it a little skinnier. And I'm going to be careful to cut. And always have my helper hand away from me. There we go. Here's my cone. Carrots aren't perfect triangles. And this is going to go right here. Now, we don't want to have the edge of our carrot straight. We want to show that it's a curved object. So what you can do is you can decide, well, I want him to look way up and his nose just peeks off the paper. I want to have a curved line at the bottom because a carrot is curved and circular. So this will give the illusion of a curved circular carrot. And there we go. Second step. The nose is looking up. And if you think, oh, this is too chubby, I want my carrot to be a little thinner, you can make little adjustments. And here we go. I'm going to probably put it right there. And let's glue it down. All right, next step is making the scarf. Now, I think I'm going to have my scarf right here. I'm going to lay it down, push this over, and draw the other line down. There we go. All I have to do is cut it off now and glue it down. Oops, got some glue on his face. There's the neck. And the scarf. Now I want one more scarf strap to come down. And it can be kind of long like this one. Or you can shorten it and make it a little thinner. I think I'm going to cut, I'll show you what I'm cutting. I'll cut a line down to make the scarf thinner. So you just sort of practice with your paper and learn how to feel some confidence in making some cuts of these rectangles. Here we go. I might cut mine a little bit shorter. And I think I'll put my scarf that's tied around this little snowman a little off to the side. This might be a snow girl. Right here at the end, I'm going to fold up a little bit. And I'm going to cut a little fringe. And I think some of you know how to do this already. At the end of a scarf, you often see little cuts of fringe of yarn, which is a kind of a nice look for a scarf. And then we'll decorate our scarves. We might use more cut paper, maybe some sticky tape to add stripes and dots. We really have to work on the buttons of the belly of our snowman or snow woman. All right, I think I'm going to glue this a little bit to the side. Maybe the wind is blowing it, so maybe I'll have it a little bit to the side. And then you flip it over. Don't glue the fringe down, just the other part of the rectangular shape. And there we go. Flip it over. There we go. Voila. A smile will go here. Buttons down the belly will go here. And we can add 2 arms there. We're going to have snow behind it. And we've finished with the first part. Alright, boys and girls, you can create a pattern, circles, squares, hearts. I'm just doing simple stripes, laying them out, and then adding glue. It's probably important to put a piece of scrap paper next to your desk or on your desk so you can glue the strips down or the circles down so you don't get glue all over your tabletop. And then you can just throw out that piece of paper that gets filled with excess glue. Alright. Now we just have to add some details. I'd like to make some lines across this carrot nose. You could have curved lines going up. You could decide on straight lines going up. I'd choose maybe an orange, a different orange, a red, something that'll show up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is just some lines on one side that go all the way up. Those are in red. And then I think I'm going to do orange on this side. Now this carrot is his nose and he's looking up. Or she. Depends on what you've made. Here we go. You may be, I might be giving you some black paint for the eyes. Actually, we can't see the eyes. The eyes are way up here looking up. But for the fun mouth, I myself at home right now, I'm going to draw circles from oil pastels. I may be giving you oil pastels too because they are so fun to use. Okay, here we go. I could have the smile really large and over and across. I could have the smile a little shorter or a little longer. You decide. But we're going to work on circles. Sometimes you might want to take a pencil and just draw your line really lightly so you know what you're following. But I don't encourage that because sometimes, boys and girls, you don't draw it lightly. You draw it too dark. But I think I'm just going to draw a really light line so I can see what I'm following. Here we go. So circle, 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 circle. Well, these are actually ovals. And that's okay if it's little stones and rocks. There's never a perfect size. Now that I used the pastels, I can't erase my line because it'll smear this black. There we go. Cute. And I think I'm going to put some buttons right down the center of its belly. They don't have to be black. You can switch colors. Be as creative and colorful as you'd like. I'm doing mine very basic. So I've got a pattern here. I might even add a little pizzazz to my patterning. And of course I want to add arms and snow, and then we are nearly complete. I'm going to put a little, oops. Watch out with pastels. They are a little touchy. This one broke. But I wanted to add another line of pattern. Alright, boys and girls. You can add the snow with dots, or you can create your own snowflakes with crisscrosses. Maybe we'll be using paint and brushes. It just really depends on the timing and which class is doing this. Of course, I wanted to add some arms. So boys and girls, add all sorts of wonderful detailing that you find important or creative. You don't have to make yours look like mine. We're just having that basic concept of the perspective in that the snowman is looking upward. And here are some wonderful snowmen. Do your best, boys and girls, and enjoy yourself.